What are highly perceptive people like? What are their defining traits? So why do we talk about the poverty mindset and the worldview of the poor? If you do the opposite of what they do, you are already ahead. Life is intensely goal-oriented. That's the #1 priority. Don't assume someone with strong goals is some heartless, selfish person. That's the wrong way to look at it. If you think they are selfish just because they are goal-driven, it shows your own lack of perception, your immaturity. It means you are not someone who truly understands how society works. Next up, focus on making money. Doesn't survival require money? Being goal-driven should specifically mean focusing on earning, on making money the center of your life. It's your core purpose, your guiding principle, a way of thinking, a mindset. Next keyword, willingness to give first. It's not that they don't expect anything in return, but they are the first to offer value. Whether it's in relationships, family, business partnerships, or any social dynamic, the person who gives first is the one with high perception. They operate on a higher level. Plain and simple, if you want money, you have to work. No work, no money. You give, then you get. That's how it works. Next, high emotional intelligence. In their life, there are no enemies. They might not like someone, even dislike them, but they don't provoke or annoy them. They don't go out of their way to engage, but they don't create conflict either. No enemies, that's high EQ. And don't give me that black and white thinking nonsense. If someone talks in absolutes, it's either this or that, stay away. Their intelligence, emotional maturity, and survival skills are still at a kindergarten level. Next, strong emotional insight. They are highly perceptive. Whether at home, at work, or out in the world, they pick up on the emotions of those around them instantly. People with low perception. They only notice when someone does something huge. But highly perceptive people, they'll praise you for the small things because they see them. Always date someone better than you. Odds are, their perception is higher. Never settle for less. If you do, don't complain when your life stays stagnant. That's on you, you chose wrong. Next, emotional stability. Calm as still water. Unshakable. When something happens, they don't panic. They'll say, it's fine, no big deal. Let's figure it out. They don't rush, don't stress. Next, focus on facts, not feelings. In life, when something happens, they only discuss the issue at hand. A lot of people get this wrong. You know what marketing really is. It's not about pushing your ideas, it's about understanding theirs. People with low perception judge others based on emotions, how nice someone is to them, how much time they spend together. Oh, they are always there when I call. But real connections don't require constant contact. Judge people by their actions, not their words. Results don't lie. Highly perceptive people operate with clear logic. The stronger their logic, the higher their perception. If a woman is highly logical and goal-driven, she's top tier. Think Empress Wuzishan. Next, no overthinking, no jealousy, just hard work. They don't overthink because it's pointless. They don't feel jealousy. The concept doesn't even exist in their mind. And they are relentless workers. Everything, love, family, career, money, comes from effort, action, and persistence. Next, strong independent living skills. If someone's always lonely and needy, that's low perception. It doesn't mean they never feel that way, but they control it. Everyone has ups and downs, but if those moments are rare, they are highly independent. They know everything depends on them. They don't constantly rely on others. In the jungle of life, the answer is always self-reliance. If you are low value, what do you even have to offer in exchange for help? Which leads to the next point, pay to play. No money, no service. If you ask for something, be ready to pay. Low perception people try to guilt trip you. Remember how we go way back. They operate on favors owed. High perception people, they operate on value. Independent action. It's not that they won't collaborate, but when they set a goal, their first thought isn't, who do I need to make this happen? It's, can I do this alone? Take making YouTube videos. Some people think they need a whole team. But the real question is, Can you do it yourself first? Same with relationships. Can you stand on your own? Independence is key. And when you are capable, people will naturally want to join you. Next, willingness to think deeply. Independent thought and unique perspectives. These take practice. Most people avoid having strong opinions, they are cautious, hesitant. But unique thinking is a survival skill, a weapon in making money. We've all heard things like, fit in, talk less, work more, be patient, trust others, don't stand out. But high perception people focus on external information, strengthen their social value, and don't obsess over leisure. They enjoy life, but they practice delayed gratification. They know when to relax, but they don't rely on others to do it. They don't need a crowd to blow off steam. If they need to unwind, they do it alone. They pay attention to societal trends, reinforce their own value, and avoid empty self-praise. Delayed gratification isn't forced, it's automatic. When you are disciplined, it just happens. Another trait, always leaving room for others. This is a skill. Poor people who suddenly get rich, they don't do this. They push people into corners, and then wonder why they fight back. Leaving space is strategy. Next, small temper, stable demeanor. The bigger the boss, the calmer they are. No loud, obnoxious behavior. They are composed, even gentle. They make you feel valued, even if you are just an ordinary person. They focus on mutual benefit. Every connection, every interaction, is about value. Tangible value, not empty promises. Lifelong learning. They grow through discipline and self-control. Some people make money and stop, they just spend. But the truly successful never stop learning, never stop solving problems. Results are everything. No excuses. The outcome defines the person, their perception, their actions, their character. No fear of change. The hardest time to embrace change. When things are still okay. When you are at rock bottom, change is easy, you've got nothing to lose. But when you are comfortable, that's the test. Embrace change, fight it, never look back, move forward. Life is constant motion. Relationships change, careers change, adapt or fall behind. Finally, preferring control behind the scenes. The real masters don't seek the spotlight. They operate in the background, pulling the strings. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks a bunch.